さ手を伸ばして風を切り裂いて己の地図を描いてゆけ
One Piece is a 4-star hype series, and in this short review I'm going to tell you why by going over the setting, characters, power system, plot, production, theme, and final thoughts. Keep in mind I'm only going to be talking about post time skip, which is part 2 of the series. The setting in One Piece seems to take place in the 16th century in its own world that is split by this red continent called the Red Line, which divides into 4 seas called the Blues, with an additional sea that goes around the world called the Grand Line. In part 1 we spent most of the time in paradise the first half. Now we in the new world, player. Let's go. Moving along, there's nothing but unique islands everywhere. There are pirates, marines, revolutionaries, sea monsters, unique races. Once again, the world building continues to impress me. Characters. The protagonists are the Straw Hat Pirates, starting off with Luffy. He is dumb as fuck, a fat ass, determined. Zoro, he is loyal, stern, and has integrity. Nami, a gold digger, bossy and cautious. Usopp, a liar, panicky and funny. Sanji, chivalrous, perverted but humble. Chopper is kind, naive, and timid. Robin is quiet, intelligent, and curious. Frankie is an exhibitionist, eccentric, and crafty. Brook is courteous, vulgar, and goofy. Jinbei is calm, honorable, and perceptive. As for the antagonists, we have the world government. They want to maintain control by oppressing the public. The 7 warlords of the sea, they want to continue whatever they want thanks to the leeway the world government gives them. The 4 emperors, now including Blackbeard, who are also chasing the Pirate King dream. The power system are devil fruits, once again, which consist of 3 categories. Zoan, which allows them to transform into a creature. Logia allows them to create, control, and transform their body into a natural element. Paramecia allows them to alter their body, people, objects, environments, or other strange abilities. Now we got Haki, which also consists of 3 categories that can be leveled up. First is Conquerors, which grants them the ability to unleash their willpower to overpower the will of others. Basically just strong presence. Observation grants them a 6th sense of the world around them. Armament grants them the ability to harden any part of their body spiritually and is useful against devil fruit users. The plot is still for Luffy to accomplish his dream by being king of the pirates and for his crew members to accomplish theirs. There are 5 main arcs. Fishman Island arc, this one is kind of lame. Punk Hazard arc is good. Dressrosa arc, finally some rising action. Whole Cake arc is fun and goes hard. Wano arc is of course climactic. Production. One Piece is still ongoing, therefore episode total as of the day of recording 1087, but only 993 are canon. Oda Sensei is a goated genius for story planning. Animation is fantastic and only gets better. Japanese voice actors are still to this day giving it their all to bring these wonderful characters to life. Character designs are odd and goofy looking. Of course, the pirate theme music goes hard. Pacing, it gets slower and dragged out. Fuck it, I'm gonna go on a rant on this. The outline for a One Piece episode goes like this. First 5 minutes, opening and recap. Next 10 minutes, usually subplots, flashbacks, or some random nonsense. Then we finally get to 4 minutes of actual progression. Then you gotta squeeze the last 3 minutes with ending credits now, plus the preview. The main issue for me is there are too many characters introduced that take up screen time, and most of these blokes don't got clout. For instance, when you get to Dressrosa, you are fed Doflamingo's crew, more marines, more Cypherpol agents, members of the Revolutionary Army, another samurai, a new race, the royal family, and lastly the Colosseum badge. With these new set of characters, now you gotta invest in their backstory, what they're thinking, their actions, and blah 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 blah. For example, when Luffy does something crazy, you now got 50 people reacting. Like, who for real wants to see this guy's perspective? Anyway, hands down, still got the best foreshadowing. Got some good opening bangers. The theme that I got out of this series is fuck a plan. My final thoughts on this is with Wano just recently wrapping up, which concludes part 2, I say part 1 had a better build-up, was more intense, and had a more involvement of the Straw Hats. Don't get me wrong, part 2 is still very important in regards of advancing the plot and setting up the pieces for part 3, which is the final saga. Moreover, One Piece is the first series that got me reading the manga because as a weekly watcher of the anime, I couldn't stand the pacing. Therefore, anime or manga, I strongly recommend anyone to check out this series because the history of their world be on some Illuminati type shit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Save the children. Yeah.